Hi everybody, this is the baseball head, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the people's champion. Your host, the HUD, and welcome back to the baseball head. Hopefully like this video, hit that subscribe button. Just a reminder, we have memberships here. I really love it. We've got a lot of people on here, become members, become supporters. So many people have written to me over the years, all the same people, become a member of the channel. It's a great way to support the channel. And private videos, well, I have to figure some things out that aren't on the join button, but we'll figure it out. I really just have a very flat rate. I don't want to get too crazy. I know times are tough money wise, but thank all the new members coming in. I would mention that also I take super thanks, and everything's great. It's a new year. Happy New Year to you all. I think I can still say that. Now this video is going up on Thursday, and it's just really the Pete Alonso videos. Right, it's all Pete Alonso right now. That's the big pressing subject right now, where the Mets are going to go in terms of first baseman. Now, I still believe that the Mets are going to sign him. He really doesn't have anywhere to go. I think major league teams know this. He's the most obvious candidate to come back. I don't believe this idea that his offers from the Mets are getting lesser. I think at some point they will come to an agreement. Now, John Heyman, I guess, had his Bleacher Report live on Wednesday, talked about Pete. And this is a report that is put out by Mesmerize. The Angels looking at Pete Alonso. Now, I don't believe this for 1 second. It's so strange. Because in the previous video I did on a couple of videos ago, the Mets were going to lose Pete Alonso to the Giants. I mentioned that the Giants are covered by Susan Slusser of the San Francisco Chronicle, and she's very good friends with Scott Boras. Well, John Heyman's good friends with Scott Boras too. That's well known. And he put this out today on Wednesday. John Heyman of the New York Post, reporting on BR Live, told viewers the Los Angeles Angels are looking at free agent slugger Pete Alonso. Is it with binoculars because they're too far away? Or with a microscope? With a microscope. I don't know. Cool. I don't want to do an impression of Heyman, because then I have to say, I don't sound like that. I do believe Artie Moreno wants to get another big bat in there, and they would move Schnell out to left field if they were to do that. I think Santander is probably a little more likely. Susan Sluss of the San Francisco Chronicle is reporting that the Giants have Pete Alonso on their radar for their first base DH positions. The market for Alonso has probably not gone as planned, but many of the reported teams interested in him filling first base with free agent signings, the Yankees, the Astros, and Guardians, or trades like the Diamondbacks and the Nationals, when the only other teams who have been reported to be interested in Alonso, the Seattle Mariners, still remain without a new first baseman. We mentioned about the Mariners. They've done nothing. The Mariners are a disaster, and they've done absolutely nothing. And they got good pitching, and they're just sort of spinning their wheels. This is a team that's always constantly making trades. They haven't made any trades. It is worth mentioning that they balked at the asking price for Christian Walker, and thus seem less inclined to offer even more money to Alonso. In regards to his fits on the Giants, they currently have the left-handed hitting Lamonte Wade Jr. as their first baseman, but he is a free agent after the 25 season. In addition, the Giants have the number 35 MLB.com and the 20-year-old Bryce Eldridge, who has plus power, ended his 24 season in AAA, while Eldridge exclusively played the outfield in 23. He only played first in 2024, and that seems to be his likely home thanks to his 6'7" frame. In addition, Oracle Park is not known as a right-handed hitter's haven. Plus, the Giants have not had a player hit at least 30 homers in a season since 2004. So signing Alonso could add some power to that lineup and break that drought, but cost him a fair share of homers. He will not hit 30 home runs there. That's why that is not a good place for him. Okay. Alonso had it down. He didn't have it this other part. But that's it. They've not had a guy hit 30 home runs since Barry Bonds. And the last big right-handed hitter they've had there was Jeff Kent. But even before that. So nobody's hit over 30 home runs in 20 years in San Francisco. Why would Pete Alonso want to go there? When this is a guy that in three of his 6 seasons, he's hit over 40 home runs. And 4 of the 6 years that he's been in the majors, or 5 of the, I'll get it right, 5 of the 6 years in the majors had over 30 home runs. It doesn't make any sense for a player of his caliber to go to San Francisco. Now, if you remember, J.D. Martinez said that he had a choice to go to the Mets or go to the Giants, and he said that he didn't want to go to the Giants because his right-handed power, as you remember, was to right field. And he said he didn't want to play for the Giants because all those home runs would not have been home runs. They would have been doubles or they would have been caught. So Pete should not go there, especially if Pete rediscovers his power to right field, which he did in the postseason. If he rediscovers that, he's going to hit a lot of home runs again. But he will lose those home runs in San Francisco. And that team is just... I mean, they brought in Adames, who's a very good player. Chapman's a great defensive third baseman, but that is not a great team. And they're the third best team in that division. They're behind the Dodgers right now and the Diamondbacks, who... Those are 2 teams that have won the pennants and the World Series the last 2 years. And they are the 3rd team in that division. So it doesn't make any sense, in my opinion, for Pete to want to go there because he will be behind 2 teams. A great team, and then a team that went to the World Series 2 years in 2023. It makes 0 sense for him to go to San Francisco. Now, this idea of him going to the Angels, that's the worst place for him to go. That is the most dysfunctional location you can go to. You have an owner that's dysfunctional. You have a front office that seems dysfunctional. They have a great player that can't get on the field. And he's basically past his prime, in my view. And I would mention this. One of the things about being a great player is playing every day. And do you want to see him playing with Anthony Rendon, who doesn't give a shit? No. And that, it's a team that really, again, they have a great talent in Mike Trout, but he's never on the field. Again, what makes him play great, he's playing every day. What we mentioned about Pete Alonso, he never misses any time. He plays every day. 160 games, 162 games every single year. That cannot be discounted. So why would he want to go to a team that's dysfunctional, that hasn't won in over 20 years, lousy ownership? The fan base is okay, but it's not the Dodgers fan base. The second team, they're really the second team in town. You talk about a little brother, that's a little brother in a major way. That's a little brother right there in Anaheim. Not the Mets, hardly. But Pete should stay where he is. Cooler heads will prevail in this. He's not going to the Giants. That's BS. He's certainly not going to the Angels. They got no shot. No shot, Because in all likelihood, the Rangers should come back from the abyss that they were in this past year. And the Astros are always good. They always win the division. But you should stay away from California. And Seattle, another place where he will not hit a lot of homers. He's been a great Met. He's been probably the greatest power hitter in the history of the Mets. And that's saying a lot with Darryl Strawberry having been here. But Darryl never did what Pete did. What Pete has done here. Darryl never had 40 home runs. And Pete did it 3 times and hit 50 home runs. 53 home runs the first year. So there's no reason for Pete to go somewhere else other than stay with the Mets. Stay here. Polar Bear, stay with the Mets. This is your Arctic Circle. Stay here. And a lot of people do love you and appreciate you, and just stay here. That's it. Well, again, thank you for watching this video. Please become a member of the channel. It's a great way to connect with me. You'll learn stuff about me, I think, in different videos, and I'll be a little more open about what I think about some of these trades, some of these trade proposals. So, thank you for watching. I'll see you later.